Hello, sir.
No, please don't call me sir. That one is fine.
I was just thinking about, but I thought of just starting with this, and I thought that
Yeah,
I'll take permission.
no problem. I don't think that nobody needs permission for this. It's okay. But it was sweet of you. We'll continue. Okay. Welcome to your
Yeah,
Clapingo
sure.
session. My name is Divya. Um,
Mhm.
can you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
For sure. My name is Gayatri Sharma. I'm from west part of UP, nearby NCR. Then
Mhm.
I've been an English language trainer for 3.5 years. Throughout my journey, I have helped more than 5 to 7,000 learners to improve their spoken English communication. Have worked with brands, international and national both. It's all about me. I've recently tried my hand, or maybe I can say I'm trying my luck on YouTube these days. And that's how we are here to talk and to help learners. That's all about
Okay.
me.
I can clearly see the setup. So I kind of guessed it already. I was going to ask you. That was my next question. Although I am curious about the sign in the background. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
There,
Yeah.
just nothing, just a kind of showpiece which my brother has put behind for
Mhm.
gaming, nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw that, I was wondering, is this someone who has a gaming channel who's trying to dabble in English, a little bit? Because this is like obviously, I've seen a lot of gaming channels with like neon signs in the background and whatnot
Yeah, yeah.
to, grab attention. But anyway, that does look cool though, so you can let him know I complimented him on that.
We'll say that, but I don't know G of gaming, to be honest. I have never played any virtual game ever in my life. I mean, I don't remember if I had played in my childhood ever, but not now.
Not even a single game. What about
Yeah.
traditional games that are now available online, like chess, Ludo, something else?
That is a different thing, but I remember playing games on Nokia phone. There used to be that snake game,
The
so
snake,
that
yeah.
I remember. Then, but not like Free Fire, PUBG, and BGMI and all these games. Like I am not really good with these technical games.
So like is it because you don't like the genre of games, or is it because you don't think you have the skill, like the hand-eye coordination and the multitasking? Like what sort of issue do you think it is? Or is it just a preference?
I think and until my 12th, I was very much into my studies and I was not allowed to use phone much. I come from a background where having smartphones before 12 is like a kind of big thing. Now it's been 6 years that I completed my 12. But then that could be a reason. Plus, I never explored this side, and even if the people around me, and there are some small kids, when I talk to them, they are very junior to me. When I talk to them, they have been playing games for 6 7 years. I mean, they have been playing games like since 2015 14 or maybe 17, and that is something which shocks me at times, that I mean how. So yes, so maybe I've never explored this side, or I was never made, or yeah, during circumstance or anything. Yeah, even lockdown, a lot of people in lockdown they explored this technical side. For me, I sharpened my skills and worked on my spoken English. That's how it
Lovely.
happened.
That works as well, honestly. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, I think shouldn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's
So
how it
I
happened.
think one weird thing nowadays uh is, I mean, I think it's weird. I am 32 years old. Okay. So when I look at okay, when I look at when I
Mhm.
look at the younger generation nowadays, I've realized that I come from a background where, like you said, the Nokia phone was the, peak of technology at that time.
Mhm.
And our gaming, I mean, I consider myself a casual gamer. Okay.
Mhm.
Our gaming experience, or like first experience, was that Snake and like very simple games like Tetris and
Mhm.
pinball, and the one where they have to balance the sticks and the ball keeps moving
Mhm.
around. I
Yeah.
forgot what it's called. Uh, but those were the games that we started off with, because that was the beginning of digital simple games, right? I
Yeah.
don't know about you. Again, I don't know what was your first,
Mhm.
experience to that. But the more I look at my nephews and my nieces grow up, I notice that their first experience is a game like PUBG, a game like
Mhm.
Fortnite, or you know, FIFA on the phone, or so when I look at this, I'm wondering, will will it be like a situation where I mean, it will be a situation, but it scares me that eventually when I do have a kid, right,
Mhm.
their first experience might be like a whole virtual experience where they have to put
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
goggles and they pretend to be in like a 3D world where they interact with
Mhm.
characters and other people. And it just makes me wonder, how will that process brain development to develop careers? Because I started off with Tetris and all these games,
Mhm.
but my nieces and nephews, they have started off with PUBG. So their hand-eye coordination, their ability to multitask, communicate effectively has improved a lot through that game, right? They're
Mhm.
able to do complex tasks in really short time periods.
Mhm.
Like, do you think the gaming industry for kids is a good thing or a bad thing?
I never support, first of all. I mean, since the time I'm in my mid 20s, somewhere around 24, 25. I'm lingering between. So I feel I never support such things. I believe that they somehow miss on that socialization which a human must have. For me, I was very much exposed to outside games, playing outside. Even sometimes I feel that these days I've lost that caliber and stamina which I used to have when I was in my school, because I used to participate a lot in games, and be it running or throwing balls or doing some, extra things. But like, games, they somehow hamper your growth as an individual, overall growth. They might help you somehow solve the technical and cognitive skills, which I have somehow heard. I do not trust it because I've not come across any researches around it, that it builds cognitive skill, it helps you analyze things, it makes you more quick with decision takings and something like that. So there is no proven research. And as a person, I don't appreciate, because I feel that this is something which somehow boxes you up in your own world already. Since the time in cell phone have been introduced to us, we do not get out, we do not talk to people, we keep exploring, scrolling things. And then these games, they are like cherry on the cake, and then they are like, yeah, be at home, don't go outside, don't talk to people, just feel with virtual people, be with them, live with them, eat with them. I see few young boys around me. I mean, like, these days somehow I have made my brother stop playing this game a little bit. But then there is one more person. So there is a known person of mine. Whenever I just talk to him, or whenever he or I interact, he's all the time on that, doing that thing. So I don't favor, and I'm scared of this thought as well. That how will the younger generation and the coming generation process things? Yeah, that's scary.
Okay. So I would like to recommend a small YouTube video for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I forgot what the title of the video was. It's from a show on YouTube called Adam Ruins Everything.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the premise of the show is that the guy, he is, busting myths. Okay. So he's talking about how electric cars are actually bad for the environment. And I mean, it's an old show, it's 5 to 8 years old. So maybe the
Mm-hmm.
information is a little outdated.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's talking about how hydration during sports is killing people.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very controversial topics, but he's backing them with facts. He has a lot of scientists come in and validate his points. And I think I remember watching an episode where he's with someone and they talk about how nowadays people don't read books anymore, or they don't communicate with people anymore, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
example that he gave was that they were in a cafe and the old person with him said, look, everyone around us, they're all in their devices, they're only in their phones and everything, nobody's talking to each other anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
his counter argument was that, okay, let's say there's 100 people over here, like 10 people or 100 people over here, and nobody's talking to each other and everybody's in their phones.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they're doing right now? Right? So his logic is that they are texting someone or communicating with someone, right? And the fact that technology has come in, it's not for certain traditional people. It's like, yes, we talk to each other, we are communicating with each other, right? Just give me 1 second.
So,
Apologies. Sorry about that.
no worries.
Anyway, so again, I forget the title of the video, but he's saying that just because they're not communicating in the traditional way doesn't mean communication has gone down. It's just that we would rather communicate with someone that we actually care about who's not around us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to traditional forms of communication, which is one-on-one, right? Uh, you also said this one thing where gaming encourages you to just sit at home and play games. But in most games, or in at least the majority of the games, you are playing with other people. So that is you
Mm-hmm.
communicating with strangers, that is you getting to know people, making new friends. Like I can give you a perfect example because during COVID, I was massively involved in PUBG until I joined Clapingo.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play 5 or 6 hours a day, and I ended up making 3 or 4 new friends. And you won't believe it. Like one person was from Ireland, one person was from South Africa, one person was from France. So like, and we ended up becoming really good friends. And we have like a WhatsApp group. And one of the guys from Ireland, he actually came to my wedding in India, like literally because we met on the game. So that was the first time I met him.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I get your point. What you're saying is that uh, because of the gaming craze or like how good the gaming industry has become, it is affecting people going out into the world, experiencing, physical uh, connections and communications, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the medium has changed, I would say. Right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
disagreeing with you. I just feel like, yes, obviously, like it's a good thing to get, the sun, the
Yeah.
immunity, and all of that thing. Like I get it, but there's also other things that people are getting. So if someone who, when they were really young, played like 5 hours a day, they have a really good chance to have a career in the gaming industry, like to become professionals. And a lot of
Yeah.
professionals do that. They say that I had played this game for 10,000 hours before I turned 18. And
Mm-hmm.
so I knew everything about the game. I knew how to handle the pressure. I knew how to put myself in uncomfortable situations in the game, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to do that. And because they were able to build a career in that, they were able to make money through brand endorsements and whatnot. So it it's a trade-off. I get it. But I wouldn't say gaming is bad as long as you do it in a positive manner.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a
Yeah.
full-time job, but you're still gaming 4 hours a day by neglecting your family, by neglecting the work that you're supposed to do, for your
Mm-hmm.
office or for your company, then it is negatively impacting you. I get that. But I would say that it's a good thing. I'm not sure if you would agree
Yeah, I
with
mean,
me.
as you have been a gamer, so definitely you would not go against. And I'm not also against of this completely. I have, once like when I got to know that my brother is someone who plays Free Fire, I asked him once that if you would like to, get a setup done around and let's just take it on YouTube and something. Because I had explored few YouTube channels where people play games and they are really good at it, but yeah, if you get something out of things, good. And if you are just wasting your time unnecessarily, you are not getting anything out of it. You have put everything on the stake. Your health, your wealth, your everything is like there. You are losing things. So there, I think people must get conscious. So yes, communication obviously, because I have been the person. So when I say that these days I don't feel that energetic and that I have that caliber, it's just like it's been good time. I have been working from home. I have worked online. I have learned this language without having any single one around in my real life. I mean, nobody, when I say nobody, literally nobody speaks in my real life, including my family members, my cousins, there is one of my cousins, she lives very away from me. But then I have created that environment. So everything I did virtually, that is also a kind of game, I can say. I have connected like thousands and hundreds of people so far, and there are some of very close and good friends of mine that we have been together for years now, 5 years, 6 years. So I do not neglect this fact of side as this side of fact as well, that of social media or of connecting people on different platforms, expressing yourself. But then there are some reasons which could be thinkable here, that why people find things very much comfortable expressing themselves on text than talking in real as a person. So yeah, that could be a different topic to discuss on.
I lost you there
I,
for a second.
yeah,
Yeah.
same here. I lost, but I mean, it's okay. I also appreciate game. Not much, a little bit. Game, social
Yeah,
media platforms. Yes, I do have really close friends from social media. Really close friends.
that's good. I think social media is a really good place. You just have to be very careful with a certain number of things.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, we have about a minute left. Do you have any questions for me before we end the session?
To be honest, I had planned this session in different way, but then it is smoothly slipped into something. No worries. If I get chance again, I'll definitely discuss on that specific thing. So, which is very good. Anything which you would like to see? I have watched so many videos of yours. When I got to know that you are the trainer, on the other side. So I had been exploring YouTube and I have watched many of your videos. So, yeah, any advice? Any piece of advice for the learners, English learners?
Um, any advice? I mean, honestly, at this point, you can just watch any of the videos that Clapingo posts. They post some really good content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I would say, see, the thing is, we've posted so many videos and we've spoken to so many people
Mm-hmm.
that it's when you ask me any advice, I'm like, there's so many things that you've already said. So I wouldn't waste your time here. Just go look at any of the shorts, go look at any of the videos that we posted. I'm sure Gayatri
Mm-hmm.
also has a lot of videos on her channel, so go check those out. It'll help you understand what your problems are. It'll help you understand what you need to target in terms of your improvement, right?
Mm. Yeah. You are
I think
getting
that's
famous
about
on
it.
YouTube these days. Yeah, every
I think
time I
people are
turn on
just
my YouTube, it's just like there will be one or two videos of yours discussing with different individuals, guiding them.
I think that's just uh, YouTube being YouTube, honestly. It's nothing that I'm becoming famous or anything. It's just that all the tutors on Clappingo are actually quite good. It's just
Mm-hmm.
about what comes up on someone's feed first. That's about it. But
Yeah,
thank you
that's
so
very
much.
true.
You're really sweet.
Welcome. Yeah, thank
Again,
you
I'll
so much.
remind you, check out the show Adam Ruins Everything. It's a really good show. Okay. This is not just
Yeah,
for your
definitely.
English, this is for general knowledge as well. He has
Mm-hmm.
some really good videos. He has, I think, 10 or 20 videos in that season, in that one season.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out. Obviously, the titles will be very obvious, and if you're interested in the title, then you can continue
Yeah,
watching them.
I'll definitely check it out. But I feel like every time there is someone to debunk some other facts, figures, myths, and something like that, and I get confused who to believe, who not to believe. So now, right now, I have decided that okay, first I'll learn how to research, and then I will research myself on few things, not like going on YouTube and listening to some influencers. So I follow a guy, and his channel name is Unsolicited Advice, something like that, and he debunked recently few concepts of Secret, the book Secret, which is very famous. And I am the one who has been following that book for a good time and just thinking and contemplating over it. But that one video swept everything and made me, like more toxic about this concept. So I feel like let's just stay calm. Let's not consume things more. But I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, see, this is the internet. Anybody is allowed to
Mm-hmm.
post anything. So it's impossible that you're not going to get contradicting information. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about believing in certain things, right? And making sure that you're not 100% wrong. There are a lot of
Mhm.
topics that are in the gray area. So make sure that you do your research a little bit. And as long as you know you're in the right, you should be fine. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And thank you so
Awesome.
much for joining.
Yes, thank you for your time. It was lovely talking to you. And
Most welcome.
hopefully we'll speak soon and maybe then we can talk about the topic that you had planned.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.